Okay, go ahead and open to the next page of your IMJ. And we are going to work on determining if a table is proportional. So, proportionality from a table. So given a set of numbers in a table, determining is it proportional? Well, we need to look back at our definition of proportional. So proportion is a word that describes equality or inequality of ratios. So equality means equal, or inequality, not equal. So if my directions ask, is this proportional? So let's say I'm comparing peanuts and cashews. And my peanut values are 12, 15, 18, 21. And my cashew values are 4, 5, 6, and 7. So again, I'm comparing peanuts and cashews and determining is it equal throughout the entire table. So I want to look, is there a relationship between 4 and 12? Well, I could add 8. Can I multiply by anything or divide by anything? I can multiply by 3 and get 12. Can I take 5 times 3 to get 15? Yes. Can I take 6 times 3 to get 18? Yes. Can I take 7 times 3 to get 21? Yes. So, is this proportional? Yes. And I can say I get 3 peanuts to every 1 cashew. Because I'm taking the number of cashews and I'm timesing it by 3. So I've got 1 cashew means I have 3 peanuts. All right, let's try another one. Let's say I'm looking at the width and length of different objects, and I want to determine, are they proportional? So my widths are 4, 5, 9, and 12. Sorry, 10. 4, 5, 9, and 10 is the last number. 6, 7, 12, 20 for my length. So are these equal ratios? Is 4/6 the same as 5/7? can I do something to 4 to make it become a 6? Well, I can add 2. Do I add 2 to 5 to get 7? Yes. Do I add 2 to 9 to get 12? Nope. 10 plus 2 does not give me 20. So is this proportional? No. There's no relationship between the two values. Okay, the next part is they're going to ask you to fill in the table. So you have missing values. You need to figure out what those values are. So let's say, again, I'm comparing peanuts to cashews. And let's say they give me 3 peanuts, 6 peanuts. Then they don't tell me what the peanut value is, and then they tell me 12 peanuts. Cashews, let's say I have 2 cashews to my 3 peanuts, and I have 6 cashews to my unknown number of peanuts. Okay, so I need to set up a proportion. So I know that I get 3 peanuts to every 2 cashews. So I'm going to set it up as 3 over 2. And on the side, I'm going to say P to C because I got to compare peanuts to cashews. Okay? So if I have 3 peanuts to 2 cashews, let's start with my next value. I have 6 peanuts, but I don't know how many cashews. Well, how do I go from 3 to 6? Well, I would multiply by 2. So 2 times 2 is 4. So there's one missing value. Now I could keep doing that, and now I could work off 6 and 4 to get the next one. But I don't like that. Because what if I miss this one? Then all the rest of them are off. So I always want to start with the information that they give me. So again, I'm going to compare it 3 to 2. Peanuts to cashews. Well, this time I don't know how many peanuts, but I do know that I have 6 cashews. Well, how do I go from 2 to 6? I multiply by 3. So if I do that to the bottom, I also have to do it to the top. So what's 3 times 3? 9. So I have 9 peanuts. Okay, one more. Let's see if we can just think about this one in our head. So I'm starting with my 3 to 2, and I got to go to 12 peanuts. Well, how do I go from 3 to 12? I multiply by 4. So can I take 2 times 4 and get 8? So always start back with the information they gave you because you know that's correct. Let's try another one. Let's look at trees to apples. And let's say I have 5 trees and 100 apples. I don't know how many trees I have, but I know I have 120 apples. And then 7 trees, but I don't know how many apples. And 8 trees, and I don't know how many apples. So 3 missing values I got to figure out. So again, I'm going to set it up with my given information. So I'm comparing trees to apples. I'm going to do T over A. That helps me remember what order I need to go in. I got to make sure that I'm setting them up consistently. So if I'm going trees to apples, I have 5 trees per 100 apples. I don't know how many trees, but I know I have 120. Now this one's a little bit different because I can't go from 100 to 120. I could, but I'm adding 20, and I don't want to add 20 to 5 because then it's going to get really big. So is there a different way I could look at it? Can 5 go into 100? How many times? 20. Well, can I figure out a number that goes into 120 20 times? So really I need to take 120 divided by 20. Well, I can do that. 120 divided by 20. Well, I got 2 zeros, so I can cross those off. So really, 12 divided by 2 gives me 6. So 6 is my missing value. All right, so let's start again. Well, I know 5 into 100 is 20 times. So don't I just need to take the number of trees times 20? Which is really times 2 and add a 0. So what's 7 times 2? 14. Add a 0. Well, is that going to work for 8? Well, I took 5 times 20 and got 100. 6 times 20, 120. 7 times 20, 140. 8 times 20 would give me 160. So you've got to figure out the pattern between the two numbers. Sometimes you may have to set up a proportion. Sometimes you may need to look at one number into the other. Hey, your assignment, you have 3 questions on matching on the tables, figuring out what the proportion is. So they're already going to tell you it's proportional. You just got to figure out what number makes it work. There'll be the numbers on the side. There's 3 problems there. And then you also have some percent proportion problems to keep working on. Make sure you are using your time wisely. You should not be talking, or we will go back to assigned seats. So please get your work done. If you finish both, then take out a book to read quietly.